Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Charlie. Well, let me show you. This is my current filming setup. Oh my god. It's actually a monopod that I modified from a standard tripod like this. This is a tripod for my light. Okay, and this is for my camera. Okay, I recorded my every video from my iPhone, so I just use it to mount my phone. And you can see I removed the three legs. And replaced with a 3D printed connector with it. You can see, and I added three way plates, and this is a 3D connector I designed. I will take them apart and show you what's inside later in this episode. Without the three legs, it makes me very easy to move it around in my workshop, and it really saves a lot of space in my workshop. And you can see that I can grab it, move around very easily. Okay, so this one is just at the bottom segment and this is at the top segment, so I can handle the top segment to adjust the height of the camera position. Okay, very easily. I can just slide in and slide out. There are totally three segments here. You can see this is the bottom one, this is the second one, and this is the top segment. In the standard tripod, there is a screw that you can loosen and slide the segment up and down. But I use this monologue almost every day, and I need to, adjust the position of the camera very often. So I replace the original bolt, and I add a metal spring here, so you can just have a tension mechanism, and you can just need to slide it and down without loosen or tightening any screws. So that is my favorite upgrade of this monopod, but it's still not perfect. This smartphone is, it has a spring-loaded mechanism, but I don't need it because I only use my phone to record. I don't need it for different size of phones, so I want to replace it with a MagSafe mechanism. I can just snap my phone on it directly in place. So this is the first one I want to modify today, and the second one is the handle. You can see that I made two handles here. This is the first version and this is the second version. The reason I made the second one is because you can see this first handle is too narrow, so it's not comfortable to handle with it. But there is a big problem with this handle, is that you can see this part is a closed ring. If I want to swap it, I have to tear down almost everything at the bottom, with this connector. It is very inconvenient, it's a hassle. So I think I need to design a new clamp that just like a openable clamp, so I can just open the clamp and clip it on and lock it in place, so I can redesign it. Okay, so this is the second one I want to modify. And there's one more thing. Sometimes I want to mount my smartphone at the bottom segment. You can see this is the bottom segment, but there's no way to attach the phone anywhere on it. So I think I want to make a new design that is just a clamped smart mount, and so I can move the smartphone along the road anywhere. So I already have three different tasks: the top smartphone mount, the handle, and the movable phone mount. So I realized that maybe I have to design a new openable ring clamp, and then I can just add something on this basic mechanism part. So I can just add a handle and add a smartphone mount so it can movable on this rod. Okay, so let's go. So for designing an openable ring clamp, I think the best and easy way is to, design a hinge at one side and then make a screw locking mechanism on the other side. So I think it's feasible. Okay, but I haven't designed a printing place part before, so I think I need to figure it out. Okay, I just printed this movable part to test how printing place part works. Well, it seems like, very well. It's movable. It's just my first version. I left maybe 0.2 clearance at here and maybe 0.3 or maybe just half of it in the rotation part. Okay, well, so I think I have known how to design a hinge. All right, our first version was printed. Okay, so let's see how it works to make it movable. Let's see. Okay, so sorry. What's wrong with it? Maybe I think I need to print it in a specific rotation, a specific angle of the rotation. So it's very cold. It's very difficult to take apart. So let me see it. Okay, so be careful. Okay, okay. Oh, that's great. Let me see how it works. Wow. Okay. Wow. That's great. But I found that, the diameter is incorrect. It's too small. The diameter is too small. I think it can't clip on rod. Oh my God. So okay, but the movable ability seems well. Okay, that's great. I think we can get a right version for a larger diameter.
The second version is that.
Okay, in the second version, I make it at specific angles. I hope it works at one press. Let's see it. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. Great. Okay, let's see it. This is really the first one hinge. Wow, the hinge works great. Let's try it on my monopod. Okay, this diameter fits the bottom segment of my monopod. Okay, so that's great. But I made another mistake. Diameter of the screw hole referenced these handles. But actually, I need to fit this diameter of the screw. Okay, so I have to do the third version. It doesn't matter. Let me try it again.
Whoa, let's take our third version.
Okay, so I hope it's the final version. Let's click it. That's great. It looks great. Okay, so let's install it on my monopod. Great. Install the screw. Let's take it down. Okay, let's see how it works. Okay, great. The tension works great. Okay, so I think the hinge and the openable clamp have already done. Okay, so I can just make the handle on this clamp and make another phone mount on this clamp. I think I have grasped how to make a hinge. Well, the hinge mechanism is really useful and practical in 3D printing design.
Wow, our final version is printed out.
Oh, wow, it's so smooth. I don't need any other power, any other force to separate these two parts. Wow, it's so smooth. I think it's smoother than my test part. It's quite smooth than I thought. Wow, you can hear the sound. Microphone closer. Okay. Can you hear the sound? Very smooth. Okay, so it seems our handle is successful. Actually, the openable ring clamp is really, very useful and practical. Wow, that's great. Okay, so this is the original first version handle. This is the second, and this is our new version. Let me put these 4 screws on. All right, it seems like it just only need 2 screws. It's enough. The gap will disappear when I tighten these 2 screws. Okay, the handle looks great. Seems it's a little bit longer than the original one. Okay, so maybe I can improve it later. But overall, it works well. You can see the openable ring clamp, is very convenient to swap.
Okay, let's see my new handle.
Okay, this is my last version, and this is the newest version. Okay, so you can see that I lower the height of the handle because remember that I just want to made a movable phone mount to move along this rod. So it means that if I add a handle here, the movable length is shorter. So I think I can just place the handle in the top segment and the middle segment. So this diameter is just to fit the middle segment. Okay, so let's install it down. Okay, I already set it down. You can see it seems great. Okay, so I think the spacing is enough for me, and I think I don't need it. Wow, that's great. So firmly. All right, everything looks great. I have installed the top handle. I think I don't need to add another handle on the bottom segment. So I'm going to take it off, and then I will leave these 2 handles. And I think it's enough because I can just use these 2 handles to adjust the height of this segment. Since I'm going to take it off, I have to take the whole things apart. Okay, let me see how to take this bottom connector apart. Okay, so you can see these are 3 weight plates, and the whole part combined with 3 parts. This is the top part, and this is the enclosure, the main body, and there is another cover. And you can see there are 3 holes. Well, it's really, seems very weird. Yeah, and I will show you another, more weird thing. That is this one. Okay, can you guess what it's used for? It is a tool to take it off. It's used as a wrench. Okay, maybe I think it's off. Okay, that's great. Can you see that? It is a threaded cover. Let me see what's inside. There is a rod across this rod. Okay, there is a thin rod across this rod. There is 2 holes. I drew these 2 small holes. Okay, let me see. I use this thin rod to cross the bottom of this main rod, so this pad can afford the weight of this heavy plate. This can make sure the weight won't, drop out. That is the actual reason to do this. Okay, that's great. It's too hard. Okay, maybe we can take the plates back. Take it back. Okay, like this. That's great. Got it. Let's see the final work. Oh my God, be careful, okay? Oh. Well, I really love the handle, because I don't need to tear these horrible things down if I want to just redesign the handle, okay? Because it's already, openable. That's great, I like it. I really like the openable design, and I think, the hinge mechanism is really useful for many designs, for many parts. Okay, let's do the final test. You just need to slide it up and down to adjust the height of the monopod. It's very easy, You can just slide it out, okay, and slide it down. Okay, I think this episode will be helpful for you. And thanks for watching. See you in the next one.